Read the next two selections, then choose the best answer to each question. Use the sand castle, page 1, to answer questions 1 through 7. Then fill in the answers on your answer document. 1. Read these lines from the poem. We're going to the beach, the playground near the sea, to the sandbox near the fountain, beneath the big palm trees. The perfect site for best friend fun, the spot for you and me. Here we'll build a mighty castle on the playground near the sea. The author's comparison of the beach to a playground and a sandbox suggests that the beach is near the school playground, A. B. The beach is a place for resting. C. The beach is a place to play with friends and have a good time. D. The beach is far from home. 2. Lines 1 through 4 are important to the poem because they F. Introduce the speaker's problem. G. Describe the setting. H. Ask the reader important questions. J. Identify the speaker's friend. 3. Which line from the poem best helps the reader picture the speaker's sandcastle? A. Let's fill a bucket with water and pour it on the land. B. To make the sand muddy and damp, to work with it by hand. C. To start a mighty castle on the playground made of sand. D. Then make the sand like towers from walls that stretch up high. 4. Read lines 15 and 16 from the poem. So let's skip on home to dinner, looking back once more to say, we built a mighty castle on the playground on this day. These lines emphasize that the speaker most likely feels F. Worried that the sandcastle is not finished. G. Confused about what will happen to the sandcastle. H. Surprised by the height of the sandcastle. J. Pleased to have spent the day working on a sandcastle. 5. In stanza 3, the reader can infer that the speaker, A. Has more important tasks than finishing the sandcastle. B. Would rather build the sandcastle alone. C. Is not yet satisfied with the sandcastle. D. Is unsure of how the completed sandcastle should look. 6. How can the reader tell that this poem is written in first-person point of view? F. The speaker uses pronouns like me, we, and our. G. The speaker is not a part of the story. H. The speaker uses pronouns like he, she, and they. J. The speaker shares the thoughts and feelings of many other characters. 7. Which line from the poem uses imagery to express how the sand feels in the hands of the speaker? A. Our work is good, but not quite done. Care to give another try? B. To make the sand muddy and damp, to work with it by hand. C. Yes, the sun has gotten lower. Our shadows have grown gray. D. To start a mighty castle on the playground made of sand. Use Building a Better Sandcastle, pages 2 through 4, to answer questions 8 through 13. Then fill in the answers on your answer document. 8. According to the information in Building a Better Sandcastle, a tall sandcastle tower might fall if F. Its base is too small to support it. G. It's not built by an expert sculptor. H. Too many details are carved into the sandcastle. Or J. Tools are not used when building the sandcastle. 9. In paragraph 1, the prefix mis helps the reader determine that the word misshapen means A. Badly shaped. B. Having many shapes. C. Before being shaped. D. Being shaped again. 10. The author wrote this selection mainly to F. Provide the history of sandcastle building. G. Explain how to construct a sandcastle successfully. H. Tell about some famous sandcastle builders. J. Describe different kinds of sandcastles. 11. According to the selection, a paintbrush can be used when building a sandcastle in order to A. Correct errors. B. Pack the sand. C. Add decorations. D. Carve details. 12. The photograph and caption below paragraph 3 are included in the selection to show F. Why it is important to build sandcastles. G. The types of people who build sandcastles. H. A visual example of a finished sandcastle at the beach. J. A step-by-step diagram of how to build a sandcastle. 13. What sentence from the selection best represents the central idea of the section titled Tools of the Trade? A. Fun tools for kids include popsicle sticks and toothpicks. B. Expert sculptors use all kinds of tools to carve. C. When building sandcastles, even the best sculptors make mistakes. D. Seashells and seaweed are sometimes used to decorate walls and towers. Use the sandcastle and building a better sandcastle to answer questions 14 through 17. Then fill in the answers on your answer document. 14. The speaker in the poem and the author of the selection both emphasize the importance of F. Selecting the perfect location for building a sandcastle. G. Using items from nature to decorate a sandcastle. H. Mixing the sand just right before building a sandcastle. Or J. Finishing the details of a sandcastle in just one day. 15. Which statement would the poet and the author of the selection most likely agree? A. It is important to ask for help when building a sandcastle. B. The details of a sandcastle should be carved by hand. C. Children like building sandcastles more than adults do. D. A well-made sandcastle takes time to build. 16. How do the sandcastle and building a better sandcastle differ in their description of sandcastles? F. Only the poem describes the steps to follow while building a sandcastle. G. Only the poem includes a list of tools useful for building a sandcastle. H. Only the poem provides a personal account of building a sandcastle. Or J. Only the poem identifies problems with building a sandcastle. 17. Read line 10 from the poem. Add more water now and then. Don't let that sand get dry. Which sentence from Building a Better Sandcastle suggests that experts have a similar concern when building sandcastles? A. Once the sand is firm enough, they remove the wooden beams, leaving a block of sand. B. It's important to get the main part of the castle just right. C. After the sandcastle is shaped, it is time to carve the details. D. Some experts keep a spray bottle full of water nearby to keep the sand damp so it won't crumble.